welcome back to another episode. Today we're here walking from where I was just like 5 minutes ago, and today we're going to be giving you a tour of the MBTA, but also what's the fastest way to get to North Burlington from Chelsea, because if you guys know, that's usually where you can get the Route 354 to Boston. Probably wondering why are you going to North Burlington once again, apart from the many times we have been to Burlington? The reason being is I am making this series to where I haven't named the series at all. That's kind of funny. I am naming this series to unknown at the moment, but this series is just basically me going around and catching D4 specifically the ones that have not caught yet with the air conditioning on, because summer is approaching and I kind of want to get this stuff out of the way because I want to move out of town for the summer. But in order to do that, I need to achieve what I want to do first. So here is where most of my D4LFs, I made a list of the D4LFs I've not caught with the AC on. And those are the ones I need to catch before July. And it's quite a lot, so. But today, we're just gonna get straight to the point. Give you guys a tour of the MBTA, what it looked like 5 years later. So this includes the 111, the commuter rail, the red line, 350 and the 354. We'll give you guys a tour of those. And not only that, but we will also find out what's the fastest way to get there from North Burlington. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, because it's actually kind of one of the more different type of style videos I've ever done in a while, please do consider liking this video and subscribe and share this to all your fellow friends and family around you. And without further ado, let's begin. Looks like our Wayne Lemons here. We'll be taking on. We have claimed this spot, and our spot will be right here. We'll be taking it to North Station. We'll see you guys when we get to North. Currently 4:49 p.m., which that 111 took quite some time. Mind you, I boarded the 111 at 4:23, and we got there at 4:49. That's like 26 minutes. Boston is very big with traffic, so advice is plenty around here. Take a look. There is so much traffic that it is impossible to sneak by. You are going to be stuck in traffic. Hence why the MBTA exists. So let's get our way to the second mode of transportation. You can see how bad the traffic is. It literally extends both directions. The second phase will now begin with the commuter rail, since yes, you could take technically the orange line and the red line to Alewife, but there is a faster way to get to Alewife, and that's via the commuter rail. To even do so, we need to take the Fitchburg line to Porter Square, saving ourselves a couple of stops, including Park Street, Charles MGH, Kendall, Central, and Harvard, which in equivalence is roughly about 10 to 20 minutes. To get to Porter Square from the commuter rail, the station is Zone 1A from North Station. In a case like this, you have to pay for a Zone 1A ticket to access to the fare gates. Luckily for me, I have a student charge card with an M7. M7s like these allow you to get inside into the ferry gates for free. To even do so, tap right here and you're good to go. Oh dear, not announced yet. So this train right here is apparently rumored to be ours, but it hasn't been determined yet. Usually they announce trains 10 minutes prior to boarding, but for some reason ours is not announced yet. And the biggest assumption here is because that train was late, and so it just started deboarding the passengers, so now our train has been probably gonna hold up. And just to confirm the tracker that I use is this train. You like to be one of those petty ass people that hogs over your seats and wait a little bit farther for the platform. I just, stand right where the train is. I'll go a little bit farther for the train. So, if you want to be a dick, go ahead. I won't stop you, but you're gonna have people that criticize you for a pretty good demand. So after a while of announcing a train, which right now it is currently 5:05. 15 minutes after delaying the boarding announcement, they now decided to announce it. But what it looks like over there, we look like we have a Jeep in front as our locomotive. And this one also has a Jeep, but it's a blue Jeep, numbered 1136. Hop over on the table seats and pick our best spot right here. And the best thing about it is all you have to do is just show your M7 to the conductor and you'll be all set. They won't ask you for your ID because that's only for probably the south side, but the north side I never get questioned for IDs. So if you have an M7, you're good to go. Only up to zone 2. Porter Square is zone 1A, and if you don't have an M7, you have to pay $1.10. So another thing I would suggest for some of you, if you like to listen to music while you're on the train, perhaps having headphones or AirPods instead of blasting out with your speakers. It keeps the train peaceful and quiet. We are currently on the move. We have a blurry window on our side. And for trips like these, I usually have my playlist out and listen to music from here, like this one. The Sonic 3D Blast music. One of the very good musics out there. Do you like Sonic 3D Blast? So unfortunately, because the train was a little bit late to Porter Square, normally we would ride it right now. So right now it's 5:11. You would ride Porter Square right now. Because we're a little bit late, because of the train arriving late to the station, we're going to be at Porter Square at 5:28, which is kind of not a bad thing, but it's kind of, this plan particularly is time limited, so that's why I want to make sure everything hopefully goes on track, but sometimes it cannot. But now we're going to head to Porter Square. Right over there, as you guys can see, is called the BET, the Boston Engine Terminal, where they store cab cars, locomotives, all sorts of trains. In this particular yard near the Leachman yard, unless it's called a different train. Express, we have 5 cars, they sell passengers, baseball bags, and messages from the season wheels. As you know, we are late, so there are a few more passengers out here, so the both stations all packed. So the easiest way to get to Alewife is down here. Take these stairs. By this point, we should be at the Porter Square station. And a train just arrived. Great. So there's 2 different types of ways you can pay. You have the e-reader and the trolley card reader. The trolley card, go in, to use the e-reader, you basically just hold your credit card onto that screen for at least a brief second or two, let it process, and then it'll let you get to the tickets. And oh my, these are very long stairs. I'm pretty sure we have seen that rumor before. And always take a look at the MTA website for service issues, and as you can see, delays about 10 minutes due to a disabled train that was removed from service at South Station. Fantastic. So if we go over here and determine when the next train shows up to Porter. The next train to Porter leaves in 6 minutes. And we should arrive there by 5:35. So we don't need to talk about the signs. Read the signs to where you know where your train is boarding at. So of a Porter Square, if you're trying to go outbound into Boston, you would stay up here. But if you're trying to go to Alewife out far from Boston, you would take these stairs. And yes, there is also elevators provided to get to the Alewife bound platform. Now we wait here for our train to Alewife. See, now I'm confused. Is it 1 minute? Or is it 7 minutes? Our next destination will be Alewife. And our bus will be the Route 350 to North Burlington. And we need to get to Alewife before 5:45, as that is the time when the 350 to North Burlington leaves Alewife Station. And it looks like we have the new red line card since they're starting to roll these out more. Let's hop on in. We have arrived. So how to get to the 350 is pretty also self-explanatory. You walk up over here to where the fare gates pass by, and as you can see, there's a Dunkin' Donuts and 2 exits. Take the exit from your right, and you arrive at the 350 bus stop. So you go over here, stairs or the escalators, whatever your preference is. You board on it, and after a few seconds you should arrive at the busway, in which is pretty self-explanatory that the 350 sign says to board at berth 8, even though it's 351. This is now the 350's new berth terminus. And super ironically enough, our bus just arrived right now, which is a reprint. Nice. Wow, there's 2 350s. That's surprising. Alright, this will be our bus to North Burlington. The last ride to get there. I'm gonna make this quick over here, but our 354 now is 43 minutes behind. So, yeah, our driver is gonna be pretty late into Burlington. But that's good for us because we don't have to fear for the 354. And if you're wondering what time the 354 is supposed to leave from Burlington, the last trip leaves at 6:35. And we arrive at Burlington at 6:28. So there's a pretty small gap of time between the 350 and 354. So that's why I'm always telling you guys, encourage you guys to take earlier trips so you can get your buses on time rather than like missing out. So we're about to pass by the other 354. Now we have arrived at Burlington, specifically North Burlington. Welcome to North Burlington. Well guys, we just finished the video and we have arrived at North Burlington. Yippee! Woo! So, how long did it take to get from Chelsea to North Burlington? We started at 4:19 p.m. from Bellingham Square, and we ended up here at North Burlington, specifically at Chestnut Avenue and Cambridge Street at 6:30. This took 2 hours and 10 minutes to get from Chelsea to North Burlington. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the fastest way to get from Chelsea to North Burlington locally. The 354 is an express route, so that's why I wanted to guide those who want to get to Burlington via local transit instead of express buses. Since express buses pay $5, but for local buses you pay $2. But we have arrived and this video is now over. So thank you guys for watching today's video. And if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know other places that I should review on. What's the fastest way to get from one place to another? If you want me to see more of these, comment down below. But without explaining too much of what I'm going to do next, I am going to be taking the 354 back to Boston when it shows up. And I will be filming the Yoshi's Ride series right now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a good day.